It goes without saying that Rey Mysterio is one of the most legendary wrestlers of all time. He's wrestled all over the world and he's held many championships, like the WWE Championship. Wait, does that say an hour and 46 minutes? Yes, even though that Rey is a certified Hall of Famer, he's only held the WWE Championship for less than 2 hours. Even his World Championship reigns were small. Rey Mysterio's held World Championships for a combined 138 days. Do you know who has more days than one championship reign alone? Jinder Mahal. And you gotta wonder yourself, how does this thing even happen? So to see how this happened, we must first go back to Money in the Bank in the year of 2011. The main event would see CM Punk facing John Cena for the WWE Championship on the night Punk's contract would expire. Punk would ultimately hit the GTS, winning the match and winning the WWE Championship. He would blow a kiss goodbye to Vince McMahon in the WWE Universe and leave with WWE's biggest prize. With no WWE Championship, what's the company supposed to do? You make a new one. As the whole locker room is backstage wondering what's going to happen now that there's no WWE Championship, Vince tells the audience that there will be a tournament with 8 of Raw's best superstars to crown a new WWE Champion. The matchups are Rey Mysterio vs Dolph Ziggler, Jack Swagger vs R-Truth, Kofi Kingston vs Alberto Del Rio, and Alex Riley vs The Miz, Raw's best. But hey, there's no John Cena, or frankly any top star, so Rey has a good chance in this tournament. Now, I'm not watching these damn matches, so I'll just tell you who won. The Miz defeats Alex Riley, R-Truth defeats Jack Swagger, Kofi Kingston defeats Alberto Del Rio, and Rey Mysterio would defeat Dolph Ziggler. Then we move on to the semifinals where The Miz would defeat Kofi Kingston and Rey Mysterio would defeat R-Truth, ultimately setting up Rey Mysterio versus The Miz in the finals of the WWE Championship Tournament. But as Rey is waiting for The Miz to come out for the finals match, out comes Vince McMahon. He will tell Rey Mysterio that he's postponing the finals match to next week's Monday Night Raw so he can terminate John Cena for losing last night. By the way, while Vince McMahon's trying to terminate John Cena, Cena would threaten that he would go to TNA if he was terminated.
If you make me walk tonight, then I will walk on someone else's television show and keep doing this, brother. Brother.
So I guess we'll do this next week. Let's fast forward a little bit. Luckily we didn't have to wait too long because next week's Raw would open up with the finals of the WWE Championship Tournament. But unfortunately Michael Cole at this point is a heel and a very big Miz glazer, which is very unfortunate to fucking hear during this match. But thanks to Miz's bad leg he suffered at Money in the Bank, Rey will be able to hit the 619 and he splash to beat the Miz and win the WWE Championship for the first time in his career. The locker room celebrates that the Miz isn't WWE Champion again, but the celebration wouldn't last long as the Miz would attack Rey after the match. And the worst possible theme song could hit, for many reasons. Out comes Alberto Del Rio with his newly won Money in the Bank looking to cash in on Rey. But Del Rio wouldn't be able to cash in as Rey would hit a crossbody on him. It seems like luck is on Rey's side for his WWE Championship reign. Rey would be backstage as the locker room congratulates him and pours champagne all over him. Everything is just going well for Rey Mysterio. Nothing could go wrong. Cena would congratulate Rey Mysterio and shake his hand, and just walks away. Rey would tell his family that daddy's coming home and he's showered yet again with more champagne. Later on in the night, Triple H would come out to announce a surprise return, and he also congratulates Rey Mysterio. Aw, how nice. But he also tells him fuck you, because he's making Rey defend his championship against John Cena later on tonight. Also, Jim Ross with a surprise return, so that's nice I guess. But we move on to the main event. Rey Mysterio has to unfortunately defend his WWE Championship against John Cena. Rey dives onto Cena onto the outside. Cena lays out Rey with a clothesline on the outside. Rey would reverse Cena's STF and put him into one of his own, but Cena will be able to get up with Rey on his back, and Cena will be able to lift him up and put him in the AA, but his legs would give out. And while Cena's up against the ropes, Rey Mysterio would be able to hit the 619, but as he's going for his splash, Cena would get his legs up, but he would hurt himself in the process. Rey would go for the Hurricane Rana, but Cena would reverse it into a power bomb and just chucks Rey. Cena would hit a leg drop off the top, but Rey would be able to kick out. Come on, Rey, you can't lose your championship after only having it an hour. That'd be ridiculous. Rey would go for the 619, but he'd run into an AA. Kick out, Rey, kick out! Damn it. Super Cena strikes again and is the new WWE Champion. Cena would help Rey up and raise his hand, and as Cena's celebrating, the cult of personality hits and CM Punk returns with the real WWE Championship, basically kicking Rey Mysterio to the curb. I mean, I know it was ultimately going to be CM Punk versus John Cena at SummerSlam, but you couldn't let Rey hold this thing for at least a week? Rey has absolutely horrible luck defending world championships. Last year at Money in the Bank, after defending his World Heavyweight Championship against Jack Swagger, Kane would cash in on a vulnerable Rey Mysterio Mysterio. And now you do this to the poor guy? Rey Mysterio, as WWE Champion, is the definition of the transitional champion. And this will be the last time Rey would hold a World Championship in WWE. Though he would win a few United States Championships and a Tag Team Championships with his own son, before he turned on him and hated his guts. But at the end of the day, Rey Mysterio is a legend in the business, World Champion or not. But who knows, maybe he can still win a World Championship. He's 50 years old and he's still flying around the ring. Well, not right now, but I digress. But that was the time Rey Mysterio held the WWE Championship for 1 hour. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll make more silly videos like this in the future, so stop on by when the time comes. But until then, be careful.